Imagine a world where the actions of powerful nations shake the foundations of global diplomacy. At the recent Shanghai Cooperation Summit, SCO, held in Tianjin, a dramatic scene unfolded as Xi Jinping condemned what he referred to as the bullying behavior exhibited by certain countries. In a striking parallel, Vladimir Putin shifted the blame for the ongoing war in Ukraine squarely onto Western nations. This summit, aimed at promoting multilateral cooperation among Eurasian countries, presents a unique opportunity to delve deeper into these contentious issues. The SCO gathering, which took place over 2 days, welcomed numerous leaders from member states and observer nations, including the likes of Putin and Indian Prime Minister Narendra Modi. During his address on Monday, Putin made a compelling claim, arguing that the conflict in Ukraine wasn't ignited by Russia's all-out invasion in 2022. Instead, he suggested it stemmed from a coup in Ukraine that was allegedly supported and instigated by Western countries. He then went on to emphasize that ongoing Western efforts to integrate Ukraine into NATO have significantly contributed to the crisis. The war, now raging for over 3 years, has led to the tragic loss of tens of thousands of lives and caused extensive destruction across eastern Ukraine. Putin's statements followed a robust address by Xi, in which he articulated the increased complexity of security and development challenges facing member nations. He called for an end to the Cold War mentality and urged leaders to resist bloc confrontations and intimidation. Moreover, Xi underscored the importance of maintaining an international system centered around the United Nations and supporting a multilateral trading framework that focuses on the World Trade Organization. He expressed enthusiasm regarding the growth of the SCO, celebrating their collective efforts to create a model of genuine multilateralism. Xi also highlighted the potential for increased collaboration among member states, encouraging them to harness their vast markets to enhance trade and investment. In a generous gesture, he announced that China would provide 2 billion yuan, approximately $280 million, in free aid to member nations this year, along with plans for an additional loan of 10 billion yuan to a banking consortium operating under the SCO. This summit stands as the most significant SCO meeting since its establishment in 2002 and is pivotal in China's strategy to counter the prevalence of Western-led groups like NATO. The dynamics have shifted notably due to geopolitical tensions exacerbated by US policies under former President Donald Trump. Among the key figures present was Indian Prime Minister Modi, who made his first trip to China in 7 years. His presence is particularly noteworthy considering the historically tense relations between India and China, largely stemming from long-standing disputes over border issues and differing allegiances, especially regarding Pakistan. Yet the recent imposition of severe tariffs by Washington on Indian imports for purchasing Russian oil suggests an opportunity for a thaw in relations between India and China. Xi's remarks indicated a belief that Sino-Indian relations could evolve into a stable and extensive partnership, provided both nations approach one another as allies rather than adversaries. Live footage from the summit captured an engaging moment where Xi, Putin and Modi were seen conversing, comfortably accompanied by their official interpreters. Putin, in his speech, also acknowledged the constructive involvement of both China and India in addressing the Ukrainian crisis. Looking ahead, many of these dignitaries are slated to attend a military parade in Beijing on Wednesday, commemorating 80 years since the conclusion of World War II. Notably, North Korean leader Kim Jong-un is also expected to be present at this significant event, raising questions about the geopolitical ramifications of their meeting. During a press briefing, China's Foreign Minister Wang Yi disclosed that the summit had produced a statement encouraging the international community to maintain a correct understanding of World War II, remarking on the unity of SCO members during that period. China has been keen to highlight its historical role alongside the Soviet Union in defeating Japan and Germany during the World War. Observers are likely to monitor any potential formal interactions among Putin, Xi, and Kim closely. The relationship between Russia and North Korea, particularly regarding military cooperation amidst the ongoing conflict in Ukraine, may create tension for Xi, who aims to balance China's alliance with Russia while avoiding additional scrutiny or backlash from the US. As Lin Chuan-tiong, a researcher from the University of Tokyo's Institute for Advanced Studies on Asia, notes, it is well known that North Korean soldiers are now present on the battlefield in Ukraine. If all three leaders convene, it would send shockwaves through US political circles, signaling a potential new dimension to a Cold War. However, if such a meeting does not occur, it may indicate China's desire to maintain a strategic ambiguity to avoid provoking the US too overtly. As the global landscape continues to evolve, one must ask, what implications do these high-stakes meetings and alliances have for world peace and diplomatic relations moving forward? Are we witnessing the emergence of new geopolitical blocs that challenge the existing order? Engage with us in the comments below to share your thoughts.